Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Rachel Bonnetta, that's Jason Saghini, and Simon Borg, and this is MLS Now. For the past few weeks, we have been slaving over team previews here at the MLS Digital office. You know, we just wanted to give you the most in-depth preview ever of any season, and I think we did a pretty good job. But today, I've got these two experts here to answer a couple of questions. You guys only have 15 seconds, all right? No 10-minute answers. You. And you guys ready? You amped? Pumped?
I was until you put me on a time limit, but okay, let's do it.
Keep it civil, all right? First question is, who are the top 3 scorers by the end of this season?
All right, I get 5 seconds each, I guess, but do the math. Dom Dwyer, a lot of flipping here. Dom Dwyer, Obafemi Martins, I think both of those guys are going to be at the top of the list. The other one I have, Federico Higuain, not as much flipping, but he scores goals.
That list, a lot of familiar names. I think there's always someone who comes out of the blue. For me, it's Philadelphia's Fernando Aristeguieta, the Venezuelan redhead. Then there are some other names we all know. I think it's going to be Josie Altidore and Chris Wondolowski. That San Jose team is better.
Missing time for Gold Cup.
No extra time. Rookie of the year, go.
It's all about who's going to get time with their team. I think Miguel Aguilar in DC, I see them struggling this year. He gets time. He has skills. I think he impresses enough. You don't have to do too much to win Rookie of the Year.
Okay. You have to be hot at the end of the season. I think that's the key thing. For me, I think it's going to be Matt Polster. A lot of teams loved him at the draft. Chicago is the team that got him. They could use some help on the defensive midfield, defensive side. He can play a lot of different positions. He'll find a way to get on the field. This year, Steve Birnbaum.
Okay. Next question. Who is one player that everyone is just going to love by the end of the season? Everyone's going to have the hots for them.
I'll take this one, and I will go with Carlos Rivas. I think people are going to tune in to see Kaká, and they're going to fall in love with Kevin Molino and Carlos Rivas. But Rivas, to me, is the guy who's going to stand out a little bit, head and shoulders above, a lot of flair to his game. He's going to score a lot of goals.
I'm going to one-up your Orlando City guys and go with Kekuta, Vancouver Whitecaps. We've already seen what this guy can do. He's electric. No one has his skill set in MLS, and he wasn't a starter last year and in prior years. This year he is, and I think we'll see him, and people are going to want him on the national team.
Next question, what is going to be your I told you so at the end of the season?
I've been saying it for a few weeks now. Seattle Sounders, I knew they were Supporter Shield winners last year, but they come into this year without having done anything to really improve their back line, and they lost DeAndre Yedlin. I know they have Chad Marshall, so to me, they are going to probably drop.
3, 2, 1.
They are dropping.
Debbie Downer answer, by the way. Give them a chance.
All right, I'm a little upset here because my answer is also a downer, and I just went with the Eastern Conference. DC at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. I said I thought they were kind of getting the benefit of the doubt in certain games that I didn't think they maybe were going to win. I think they don't make the playoffs this year. DC fall out of the playoffs.
Ooh, okay. Easy question, I think. Winner of MLS Cup and Supporters Shield. Give me your answer.
Okay, I'm going to go FC Dallas to win MLS Cup. I think they'll be that team that gets hot at the end of the season. I think they need one more piece on the defensive side of the midfield or the back line. They're going to get it in the July transfer window, and I think the best team throughout the course of the regular season is going to be the Vancouver Whitecaps. I love what the Vancouver has on the field.
Sporting Kansas City had a down year last year. I think they pick it up in a big way this year. They win the Supporters Shield. And for MLS Cup, I refuse to go anywhere but the LA Galaxy, defending champs. I'm sorry, I know it's boring, but no reason not to pick them. No reason not to pick them.
Okay, what do you guys think is going to be the left shark? Meaning, what is just going to completely take over our Twitter feeds? It's going to be so crazy. Oh my gosh.
I think it could end up being MLS Cup, actually. MLS Cup being played in something of a blizzard.
In Toronto!
Or New England.
Toronto.
But MLS Cup being played in the snow, I think it will kind of really be that wow moment of the year.
How about this scenario? At one point in the season, we start seeing stuff on Twitter that Landon Donovan might return, that he's looking good, that he's training, and I think for at least 24, 48 hours.
He is returning in MLS, just on TV.
On TV, but I think it'll go further.
Okay, interesting. Last question, which is very near and dear to my heart. Will Toronto FC finally make it into playoffs this year? If you're going to say no, then don't even answer. Jason.
I will one-up you there, and I'll say that all 3 Canadian teams make the playoffs. I love Vancouver, I just mentioned it, but I think Toronto gets in. I think Montreal gets in as well. It's happy times in Canada.
Pandering to the Canadian fans. Toronto will get in, Rachel, but not before you've suffered a great deal, because it won't be easy. You'll have ulcers, a bunch of you, probably no nails, and so, but Toronto will make it.
We don't like to make things easy. Okay, bonus question. Who is going to win Fantasy League? Rachel Bonnetta or Rachel Bonnetta?
Probably not Simon Borg. I think that's your safest answer.
Yep.
But just
Unfortunately, we are out of time at this moment. Our coverage of the season is just beginning, and if you don't want to miss anything this year, then make sure you are following all of us on Twitter. I'm Rachel Bonnetta. See you next time.
You need permission for that. You know that, right?
Can I do it?